Hey everybody, welcome to lesson 48. We are going to be working on a target throw challenge. So today in this lesson, we're going to be working on throwing to a target and working on trying to improve our scores. You're going to have 5 rounds. In each round, you're going to count your score. So our objective is round 1, we get our score. And then on round 2, 3, 4, and 5, we're trying to improve our score by making our throws more accurate and getting them to the target. You're going to need some equipment for this, so get ready to press play or for the video to play. Get your equipment together and ready for your target throwing challenge. Have fun!
Everybody, and welcome to our next challenge lesson. So today is a target throw challenge. So you need something to be your target. You need a ball, you can use a paper ball or some socks. I'm actually going to use both because why not, right? And then make sure you have something to mark your line with. So you know what, I'm going to use this bottle here because I have a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to put my target down on the ground. I'm going to measure footsteps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm going to put my bottle down as my line. All right. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over so you can see me a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you are going to have a target. Doesn't matter what your target is. Find a box, find a bowl, anything to be a target. My target is there. Use a paper ball or some balled up socks as your ball. And a line for your throwing line. You're going to have 1 minute to try and get as many points as you can. All right? Well, I didn't get any just then, but that's okay. So I'm going to get my equipment again. Don't worry, I'm out of you, but I'm still here. Hello, I'm still here. See, blank screen. Ooh, here I am. So you're going to have 1 minute to try and score as many points as you can. All right? If at the end of that minute you've got 10 points, good job. Good job. And then we're going to repeat this challenge 5 times. You're going to have 1 minute to get as many points as possible. And then you're going to repeat that for round 2, then for round 3, then 4, then 5. So for each round, your job is to score your points. And then at the end, you're going to submit all of your points for each round. All right, so round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5. So that's what I need you to do. Challenge week is a target throw using a balled up pair of socks or a paper ball, doesn't matter which. And then if it goes into the target, oh, it bounced off. If it goes into the target, count your points. All right? Then at the end of it, each 5 rounds, you are going to give me your 5 scores for each round, each round scores. So round number 1 is about to start in a minute. So make sure you've got your equipment set up. You might need to pause the video together. You need a target, something to throw, balled up pair of socks, paper ball, and a mark to make your line. Remember, you're going to measure at 8 footsteps away from your target, and you're going to have 1 minute to score as many points as you can. Ready? Go! Round 1 is complete. You're going to do the same thing for round number 2, where you are going to try and beat that score. Don't change anything. Keep it exactly the way it is. Target in the same place, your marking point, your line to throw from, and whatever you're throwing with. Do exactly the same thing, change nothing, and try and beat your score. So again, you're going to have 1 minute to beat your score. So, round number 2, ready, go. 2 is complete. You're about to start round number 3. Same from the other rounds, change nothing. Keep it exactly the same. Your target's in the same place, your line is in the same place, using the same object to throw, and you're going to try to beat your score each time. So every time you're throwing, you've got to go through those throwing steps. So make sure you've got your throwing hand, step on that opposite foot. When you throw to a target, you want to let go when your hand points at the target, all right? So round 3, keep it exactly the same, change nothing, count your score, ready, go. Round 3 is complete, you're about to start round 4. Same again. So Coach, why are we doing the same thing over and over again? Because we're going to improve, we're going to practice. So in that first round, we're kind of figuring it out. The second round, we should get a little bit better than the third round, and as we go through the rounds, we should find that we start to improve. If we follow the steps, throwing hand, opposite foot. If you're throwing underhand, make sure that that hand is pointing to your target. If you're throwing overhand, it's going to be much more tricky. I'm not saying you can't, but make sure that every time you let go of your object, your hand points at the target. So when we keep repeating it, it helps us to get better because we're practicing it, and practice helps us to improve. So our job for 5 rounds is to try and improve each time, all right? So keep everything the same, and round 4 starts now! Round 4 is done, we're about to start our final round. At any time during this, not in the minutes, in between, if you need to take a second to have a rest, that's fine. If you need to reset anything, that's fine. As long as you are working in the minute, keep working, keep counting that stop. So this is your final round. Make this the best round. Think about what you're doing. Throwing hand, opposite foot, make sure your hand points at your target when you let go. Your point of release should be at the target. That helps the object to get there. So point of release is at your target. That means your hand when you let go. So we should, for round number 5, be getting our highest score. It might not happen. If it does, great. If it doesn't, don't worry, as long as you are working through and practicing each round. You should have 4 scores for the first 4 rounds. This is your final round, so make sure you keep track of that. Count your points. Ready, go. done all 5 rounds. Your job now is to submit all 5 scores to me, all right? So you're going to tell me your round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I should notice is that each round is better. Or you might have a round that's not as great, but then the others improve. So we should see improvement as we go through. If we don't worry about it as long as you worked your hardest, all right? So your job, after all of the rounds, is to submit your 5 scores. I hope you had fun doing it. I look forward to seeing your scores, and everybody have a great rest of the day. Bye, guys.
Okay, so good job, everybody. You should have 5 scores, a score for each round. Your job is to submit your scores by typing them into the the text box. You should have a round 1 score, round 2 score, round 3, round 4, and round 5. And then we can look and we can see, did you improve your scores? Where was your best one? And then we know how hard or how well we were working on getting that ball to our target. Good job, everybody. I'm sure you have excellent scores.